This is the Tsunehisa Nami AUS10 Kiritsuke 210mm knife from Chef Knives to Go. Welcome to another quick look product review. I'm Steve Gamache, and what we have this time is a really pretty knife. You can see it's quite unique. It's all stainless, so the construction is multi-layered soft stainless cladding. You can see the etching that they've done to bring out the texture of the layers there, the finish. And that's over the top of AUS10 full stainless steel in the core. Heat treat's about 60 on that. This, if you look on the web page, you'll see this is a similar composition to AEBL, which is an excellent kitchen knife steel. So this will maintain a decent edge and it'll be really easy to sharpen and get very, very sharp. It's got a fair amount of polish to it, as you can see right here on the finish to it. The weight and dimensions on these can vary a little bit from knife to knife. This particular one is 142 grams or 5 ounces. Edge length about 212 millimeters on the edge, or about 8.3 inches. And then the overall length is about 355 millimeters or 14 inches with this handle. These are pretty thin knives, but they're fairly stiff as well. The thickness I got at the spine was about 2 millimeters at the back, and then about 1.8 halfway down. And then it maybe thins out slightly beyond that. You get the corner turn here with the reverse sword tip on this Kiritsuke style. And then you can see it thins out with the grind right there. Very thin at the tip. And then here is the choil shot. So these are nice and thin at the edge. These will be great performers with some backbone to them. Blade height is about 45.2, typical for this style. Handle is a nice looking octagonal oak handle. Every one will be a little bit different. This has some nice grain and figure to it. One piece handle, good glue up seal there where the tang goes into the handle. Oak's a little heavier, so the balance point is going to be about right there on this knife, which is pretty close to a pinch grip. Maybe slightly behind my pinch grip, but pretty close, which means you're going to have a fairly neutral feel on a pinch grip. Got a spot there for your finger on that pinch grip. The out-of-the-box edge, I'll give it 6 out of 10, so they did a nice job on the edge out of the box. You can see quite a bit of polish here on the blade. You've got laser engraved kanji. There's your layers, there's your cladding, there's your core steel. Here's the left side of the blade. This style blade, you're going to have a very low tip here, so you're not going to be, this isn't a big rocker, but let's take a look at it on the cutting board. By the way, nice fit and finish on these. They've rounded and polished the spine. They've rounded and polished the choil. So ready to rock and roll right out of the box. Really well done on the fit and finish. And you'll see here is this typical of this style of blade. Very low tip. You've got, it just kind of rolls a little bit fulcrum point in the middle and then rolls into a flattish area towards the back. So the back will chop well. The tip, you're not going to get real high, about right in there. So if you are going to rock, it might be really small stuff like scallions or chives or things like that, but not anything big as you're going to dig that tip in. But tip draws would be fantastic on this because draw the tip. You don't have to raise the handle very much. Push-pull cuts, glide cuts, some chopping. That's kind of where the strong point of this knife is. That tip is thin enough and kind of out there enough where that'll get into tight spots well. Also, so just a really cool, unique blade shape. This is the Tsunehisa Nami AUS10 Kiritsuke 210mm knife.